Is that better? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that was happening. Yeah, that sounds better, right? That sounds better. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, welcome back to the crypt. I sound better though now, right? There we are. Yes. Yes, better. Yeah. I think a quick update I had to do. Okay. So how do I say this? Hey, Haley, what's up? I got your message. I did get your message. Okay, I just want to let you know that. Um, Mary Jane, what's up? Jillian, how you doing? Um, I, I don't know how else to say this. Like, I've been lately been like at a crossroads where I don't want to argue with people online. If they're desperate and lonely, I want to stay far away from that as possible. And doing this move got me kind of a little overwhelmed. I can admit that. I was starting to feel it. It's weird. I don't know if anybody who's moved into a bigger place, like their whole family, has ever gone through this. But it's like I feel like I gotta go back to my old house at any moment. It's a weird feeling, and I'm sure I'll get used to that. I mean, I've been buying stuff, and to the thank you of all you guys for donating. You've contributed to getting me shelves and stuff for the family, hanging up our pop figures. I'm going to go to a concert later or the end of the year. I'm taking Renee and we're going to see Depeche Mode. That's awesome. I never got to see Depeche Mode. So, yes, that I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big Depeche Mode fan. Personal Jesus is such a classic, and Never Let Me Down Again. I mean, they're just a great band. And it just can't get enough. I mean, it's just you name it, like they just have a lot of great songs. So I'm looking forward to the future, and what I want to do is just try to change things up, because Shanny does depress me and depresses people. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to play the Rebs video, and then I'm going to go into the Alex Murdaugh, which is he's got an interesting name for somebody if he did do this. The body cam footage of the trial, and then we'll just start from there. Every day they have the trial, and what I might just do is when the trial's playing live, I might snipe that off a channel I think I should be okay, and I might just do that. That might be the best thing because this trial is very interesting. This guy, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but they say he murdered his family, but he's good with the cops and everything and the judges. So it's like he's acting very nonchalantly, right? And sitting in the front seat of the police car. Who does that, folks? Not me. So you could tell he's a buddy or whatever, or a Mason Free or something. He's just something that would the police would be okay with him being in the front seat, especially if he's wanted for a murder or allegedly. But that's my plans. I'm just getting sick of people's dramas, and I'm getting sick of people with the I want to control Shanny. It's like, hey, you know what? You could take Shanny and go ahead and keep making up stories about them, and eventually people are gonna catch on and move on. And that's it. And good luck to them for that. So I want to try some other stuff in the meantime. And true crime, it's already on my Discord. A lot of people are into it. It's fascinating. I love that chapter. So let's get into this. And Haley said, there's another channel who snipes a trial when it's live. It's allowed, so you'll be fine. All right. Thank you. And so who else is here? Patty, Bells. What's up, Bells? How you doing? Hi, hit one if you're good. If you, yeah. Oh, you know I am, Bells. Yes, Depeche Mode. Great band. Strange Love. Yeah. You don't want to hear me sing. You seen them? It was the best. Yeah, it's a very expensive show, and I definitely need to thank you guys for the the donations. I mean, your donations helped me get a couple of trucks to move the rest of my stuff out of that slumlord's house, and it helped me put some money to the side to for this concert. So I do thank you. I mean, it's just I'm glad I have support, and I just needed to make a decision these past couple of days if this is something I'm going to do a little more full time, almost as a job, because no matter what, I have to claim this as such. So, I was just thinking, I don't want to be tied down to something if I just wanted to do it for fun. But there's always like Rumble and other things like that. But anyway, let's get into this. Thank you all for being here. Oh, what's up, Taylor? I think did I just see your name? What's up, Lisa? How you doing? New beginning, yes. Yeah, it's been a few. I've been here since like February 10th. But it was just like a bunch of boxes at first, Lisa, and that just stressed the hell out of me. I'm overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed, and I don't know why. Maybe dealing with the subject matter and dealing with a couple of weirdos online, and then just trying to set up the school and get my kids picked up on a bus and putting everything, moving over the internet and the other bills in my name, and something's not working out, and I had to get a new washing machine. Well, so it was a lot that happened all at once, and my hands started shaking a little bit. And you know what? At this point, I don't care. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, because a lot of people aren't, and I just don't care anymore. I'm going to be honest, because that's what the crypt is all about. It's honesty and try to be positive. And the other day, especially Wednesday, I couldn't have made a video. I wanted to, but Draven wasn't so positive, and I wouldn't have been. And that's not fair to you guys. I know you come in because you want to relax, listen to my calming voice, and just drift back and just let us just have fun and just have some laughs, folks. So, and I didn't want to give you guys my negativity. I know that happened in one stream and people didn't like it, because I guess I'm kind of bipolar, but that my buddies that have been watching me for over a year, you guys know what I'm about. I don't try to hide it. Like I said, I'm never better. I'm not better than anybody here. I'm just trying to, I'm doing as good as I possibly can. Oh, hey, Scott. What's up, Scott? And Debbie. And Lynn. Thanks, Lynn. Same to you. All right, so let's get into this before I bore you guys. I do appreciate it, though. I do appreciate sometimes I don't even have to have a video up here. I could just be talking, and about 40, 50 of you come in. Like, thank you. I don't know why I'm such a sensitive person now. I never used to be, and I don't know if it's just old age, growing up, having kids of your own, but I realize how important it is that you guys are just here just to hear me talk sometimes, and I really appreciate that. I really, really do. So thank you. But here, let's get into all this. So, of course, Rev here, I don't know if this is his quote-unquote face reveal. I guess we'll find out. But yes, please like the stream, and here we go.
Hello, people of the internet. How you doing today? So, if you follow Foodie Beauty, you probably saw somebody post a picture today that kind of looks like the way I do right now, as
crazy
I talk,
person,
and I get fogged up in my glasses because of a face mask. But you probably have seen
it's his Batman hat.
similar to
hey,
from a reaction channel person.
Maury.
I don't know. They go by FFG, I think, or something.
French fry girl. It's so funny. Like, I see people, so many people that I've known for a while, and I like that. Like, I like seeing the same people. I'm like, they know what I'm about. I have a humiliation king. That's okay, Cody. I like it. You've been fun in the chat. As long as people are fun in the chat, that's all that matters.
So you probably have seen somebody that looks like this today if you are into Foodie Beauty stuff. because what Foodie Beauty has going on in her life is an actual real life crazy stalker. That's the truth. I mean, if you look into the history of what's gone on with FFG, I don't understand how she hasn't been at least looked into by the police, and they probably have in Canada. You know, like Shanny or no somebody. Somebody and I were looking at, the way court stuff goes in Canada, and
Hmm.
let's just say if this went to a court and she was found guilty of the stuff that she should be found guilty of, such as receiving stolen property because under false pretenses,
What's stolen
and it's
property?
beyond that too. Like the person that was an FFG member or whatever that went for FFG to get BBJ, that person, whoever it is.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So here, let me say a couple of things because, like I said, now that I moved, I don't care about half of these damn stupid creators out there. A lot of them make up drama, but some of these morons go IRL. You know, take people to court, lol suits and everything. That's just stupid to me. Like, there's no reason to. So, plus side on BBJ getting taken. You know what? And when you guys, when some people were upset, they didn't like. I think Charlie, and it very warranted for her to be upset, thinking that a cat was going to be euthanized. Some people were like, "Well, it's an older cat." I didn't want to say at the time because it was a rumor, but I heard that thing was never going to happen with BBJ. That it was going to be the cat was going to be adopted, but Foodie Booty wanted to put that spin on that she wasn't. So I knew that in the back of my head, but I just didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to upset anybody more. But that's a good thing that the animal is not being euthanized. So there's a win for BBJ. But it's funny that Rev should look into the lore of French Fry Girl and everything. And it's basically French Fry Girl and Yaba and Sam and DC Media and Eggs. They're all having like this weird ass, crazy, and Miss Hussey, this weird fight with each other. They're all fighting with each other. And it's so stupid. Because some of the people on one side, they're using people to fight us, their battles. And it's like, dude, they don't like you, they're using you. But I guess some of these people are so desperate for friends, they don't care that they're used. There's names being thrown around like Zoom and stuff like that, and these crazy hackers, and it's like, look, man, some people just need to touch grass, even me too. That's why, like, this week I did a lot of that, just taking a break, touching grass, deciding how I wanted to unpack more of my house, because I was trying to do it little by little. But I think everyone needs like a mental health break. You know what I mean? But let's get back to Rev. What else you gotta say, Rev? Oh,
Could end up in jail too, because this can go up to 10 years. It could be up to 10 years you get for this. You're getting stolen property under
oh,
false
thanks, Story.
pretenses. So FFG better really, really hope that Chantal just drops this and goes back to Kuwait, because wow, you want to do 2 years like minimum for internet clout? You want to do 2 years in jail for internet clout? And maybe money too. I get the money deal. Everybody wants money, don't? Oh, we all want that money. You better believe we do. Okay, everybody does. So is it worth clout and money? And you're going away to jail for 2 years. I don't know. You should probably stop what you're doing right now, FFG. Take your channel down. Or no, don't take it.
And it's so funny, folks. It's so funny that if we cut the crap, a lot of this to these people, these locals, this is a distraction, talking about Foodie Boo and everything else. Because if you haven't noticed, there's a crazy world out there that up until a couple months ago, we weren't even allowed to talk about the big C that most of us got. And I thought that was, taking our Second Amendment rights away. But still, I don't like anything being forced upon me. and you guys shouldn't like it either. I think to question or have an opinion, there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you live in America. Oh, thank you, Taylor.
Taylor Vaughn has just donated $4.99 through Super Chat. I don't care about the people drama, I just care about BBJ friend being okay. Oncoming fist medium skin tone.
Oh, well, thank you for your oncoming fist medium skin tone. I give you an oncoming fist, yeah, kind of medium skin tone as well back at you. And yeah, that's good. You know that the cat can be safe no matter what happens. I am surprised though, Taylor, because I thought the whole thing was to get Salah here to Canada to get the visa. But I know because Fruity Beauty's had some bankruptcies, it's a problem. They see it as a scam. But I'm with the other people that don't think that Salah and Fruity Beauty are getting it down. I mean, isn't this the same person? And excuse me for being vulgar. But isn't Fruity Beauty the same person she was making Pete's wash her fupa because it stunk and it was like sticking to itself? So I don't see this Salah guy being like, oh yeah, let me get some of that. You know what I mean? Especially if Pete's didn't want any of that. Just saying. I don't know. But thank you, Taylor. Hope I didn't gross you out. But thank you for the 4.99. Appreciate it.
Just delete all the content you have. Act like what happened with BBJ didn't happen and you never knew Foodie Beauty. And then just start making your own content. Like, I think you should really do that because you're going to need some good behavior type signals to a judge that would hear your case. Okay, I'm telling you that right now from experience of being in front of a judge. Okay, I'm just telling you for your own good. Okay, like you don't really want to go to jail for Chantal, do you? You don't want to go.
Yeah, I thought so. Thank you, Senator Ramadan. Yeah, blow dry. What? Like that's so weird. You know what I mean? Like it's not right. I knew women that were that heavy that were my best friends, and they were the coolest. And we'd hang out all the time. They showered it regularly, and they didn't need to do any of that. Some people had those type of forward wheelchairs, I call them. I don't even know what they're called. They're like, you kind of push from the front. There's like a little seat on it. It's kind of better than having a traditional wheelchair, but they always smelled nice, and they never had these problems that Foodie Beauty has. I'm actually surprised that Foodie Beauty doesn't have one of those things that she has to push around. She a big girl.
Go to jail for a kitty cat, right?
Hey, Reno.
No, of course you don't. But man, I just have to say it's pretty. If you look into really how involved this woman's been in her life, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, Amy. Yo, I saw that too. That's why. Remember, we're done. We're done. It's always about. I mean, guys, let me tell you, it's always about making views. A lot of this is crap. The most I've ever seen about them two is kind of sitting next to each other, and I think they kissed once, like closed mouth kiss, and it's just it looked awkward. You know what I mean? It looked awkward. It didn't look like it was legit. So I agree with you. There's something sus going on with this relationship.
But my opinion on it is she should go to jail. I think FFG should certainly go to jail for what she did. If I'm going by Canada law, it's 2 years mandatory. Like if you're convicted of what you did.
Wow, really? See, like I would be like, nah, you're full of it. No, I know you don't. Taylor always comes with the facts, folks, for all the new people. But wow, she had a boil like on there, like near the area. I don't want to gross anybody out, so I'm sorry, people. Trigger warning. Always though, when you come to the crypt. And you had to clean it and blow dry. Like, what did you get? Like a stick and a rag or something? And he would aim it towards her to smell it because it stunk so bad. Ew. That is nasty.
Which is you received stolen property by false pretenses. That's exactly what and you knew you were doing it on top of it. You knew because you were organizing this. You had somebody go to her house, claiming to be the rehomer for BB June, and that person that was one of your people.
Yeah, well, Senator Amadon, the only thing Rev knows about it is what Shanny makes him say, you know? Because remember, if he doesn't, you know, if he doesn't repeat verbatim everything Shanny says, Shanny gets slappy. And he don't want her to get slappy.
Went to you and you received a stolen cat. If a cop heard this story, they go, "Yeah, that's legit. You're under arrest, man."
Oh, yo, shout, hey, moron, with your big tub of peanut butter and your granola bars. I'd rather her receive a stolen cat any day than a cat that got euthanized. Okay, you know, like it's like, what do you rather have, a stolen cat or this glue right here? And no, that's not true. They don't make cats out of glue anymore. I think that's a horse thing. But anyway, stolen is fine with me. Is it not dead? No. Okay, stolen. Oh well, you know what? Better than dead.
It's the truth.
Exactly.
I think you should give back BBJ to Chantal and apologize, because you want to go to jail 2 years for this. Do you really want to do that? No, you don't.
Hey, Kathleen.
Well, my opinion is she should go to jail. Absolutely.
How you doing?
Because this
How you doing, Kathleen? I hope you're having a nice, fun night.
Behavior, you guys saw the video, right? That they called it a wild Chantal Foodie Beauty sighting, and they shot her going down the street on their cell phone, like creepily. And I don't know, was that FFG that took that? I don't know. Somebody did, a Redditor or something, they said.
Oh, Cindy, you're saying she videotaped her willing give the cat away? And you know what? It's like, Patty came in the one day and kind of explained the whole thing, that French fry girl wanted it. She offered her money. It was a legit offer. Nothing fake about it. And because there were some trolls in there, Fruity Booty got butthurt. Of course she does. And she was like, no, it's going to get euthanized. And then now it's like, she's another one. She's like, indecisive. You know what I mean? 1 second she's going to bring it to get euthanized. The next second she's going to give it away. The next second she's going to sell it to French fry girl.
That did it. Yeah, it wasn't FFG. It was like some Redditor. It's clear stalking.
All right, cool, Kathleen. After this, we're gonna watch a little bit of the Alex Murdaugh. Even though it sounds like his last name sounds like murder, which is kind of like interesting and karma. So we're gonna go into that right after this video that Red put out today. But thanks for stopping in. I'll see you in the replays.
And it's clear, I think, that it's all encouraged by this one person. It looks that way, right? She should go to jail. That's my opinion. Because it shows a possible pattern of behavior that this person can't let people go. Like, you want to give them counseling or something, yeah.
Yeah, well, think about this, Cody. If Red did something wrong or wrong, and she busted his lip again, because that's usually, she goes for his mouth every time she hits him. His lip could be busted to shit right now. We wouldn't have no idea, but he's got this mask on. You know, I mean, obviously no one's saying, I wonder who this guy could be. Like, you know, but what this does do is it covers up any and all blemishes or abuse marks. And another thing I want to point out about this mask, it's a lot clearer than Shanny's. Like, there's no cat hair or whatever other hair.
That should be mandatory to start right now. Like, you're paying too much attention to somebody else's life. If it's all for money, fine. But no, like, as personal as this person has got with Chantal, it's clear to me that you got some issues.
Yo, Taylor, that's riding the fence. You gotta trademark that, girl. That's a good one. That, you know what, Taylor, you need a clap. That is a good one. The foop. I don't know if you made that up or if you came up with that, but I like that. I might steal that. Yeah, one day they love her, one day they hate her. Because we're at the end of the day, Foodie Beauty is a distraction, so they don't have to deal with their own crappy lives.
Man, you need counseling. But you've already committed a crime. It's clear. You've already committed a crime.
Am I
So
right?
it's just crazy how this whole internet personality, and it's not just YouTube, but it's, I guess, mainly YouTube. Why can't a person do like in the old days? The old days, a person could have a vlog channel and they could say what they want, and yeah, they might get some hate comments here and there.
Because, Rev, it's called changing with the times. In case no one ever taught you this, every 5 years your life changes. For the good, for the bad, you try to make it for the good, but every 5 years your life will change. Whether that's like with me, like, 10 years ago or whatever, I got married and then have kids, and then now we're in a new place. Like, it's true. My life did change a lot in the last 10 years, twice. And I mean, look at you. You went from having money to now like having nothing, not a pot to piss in or just Shanny to throw it at. And you don't even blame her at all. You were 2 seconds away from staying in that jail. And again, dude, that should bother you. Like, Rev, if you watch this video, think about that. That Shanny wanted you to stay in the jail so she could be hooking up with G-Man. And because G-Man's so repulsed by her, that's why you were able to come out. So next time you want to like make fun of G-Man or think about how you think he ruined your life, just think that without him denying Shanny's advances, you would still be in jail, bro. Facts.
But you'd expect it. It's like, okay, some people are just going to not like me, But it's so weird that people feel like they need to be personally involved in the lives of the people just because they have a vlog. Do you understand what I'm saying? It does not give people the right to come into your life and say, well, oh, you're on this camera thing,
What, dude. Aren't you just doing this? Aren't you doing the same thing? Yes, okay. Yeah, you're right. No one can just come into your life. I can just look at these silly, ridiculous videos and then talk about it. But dude, you're doing the same thing. What are you talking about? You're talking about Foodie Beauty. Have you met her personally? Do you know what's happening in her life? The whole thing could be what you guys call performance art, right? Like, I don't get it. I guess it's only okay when Rev and Shanny do it.
You're uploading videos to a multimedia platform. That means I should know what you have for lunch.
Hey, Silves. What's up?
I have the right to have that knowledge. No, you don't. The only knowledge that you have the right to have is the knowledge that people choose to give you.
Yeah, tell just ready when they
That's
are.
it.
Exactly.
Well, they're a public figure. They're on YouTube. No, it's not the same thing. Celebrities are in the limelight almost every day, right?
You're not a celebrity.
There's no law that says that you have the right to know what they had for lunch if they don't want to tell you. Okay? There's no unwritten creed just because they're Hollywood celebrities that you get to know every single second of their day. That's not how it works in life. They have a career. They make movies.
Can you imagine that he used to walk around when he had that money, and he would tell people that that Shanny and him were internet famous? I wonder if he still does that. Like, Rev, you have no money, no nothing. You gotta beg your uncle to stay at his place. You're not internet famous, bro. If you did, then you wouldn't have to do that. And for what G-Man tells me, that uncle's place is falling apart. You better hope that your neighbors don't call up and condemn your house, because that would be funny.
They make music, whatever it is, okay? That's what they do for a living. And that's one thing. That's part of their life. And they probably won't, they'd love to tell you about their work because it makes them money. Same thing here. I'd love to tell you about when I had a YouTube channel, what I did with it. Of course.
Oh,
you're.
I thought he was gonna say I would love to tell you about my work because I would have clapped back and been like, what work? What job? You don't do anything. Okay, you've done this. But Rev, you never made any serious money with this. And that's sad, man. Because to me, in my observations, my own personal opinion, it only looks like Shanny has told you to shut down your own channels because she got shut down. Not cool, bro. If she was your quote unquote partner, she would want you to be as successful as her, equally, maybe if not more, because at least somebody would be bringing home some money. But I guess since Shanny's the pig, she can only bring home the bacon, right?
You're promoting your brand, your information. For me, it wasn't anything like that. Like the Revelation News thing. It's so hard doing this. Jesus, you know, I'm trying to talk, and it's like that Rev guy had a channel, you know. Yeah, that Rev guy, he preached, and it was about God, and it really wasn't about a brand. It wasn't about money for me at all. For that Rev guy. So weird. It's like pigtails, you know. There we go.
Focus, bro. Focus.
But yeah, FFG should go to jail.
Crazy.
She should. And she needs counseling really bad. Because if you're looking at a...
Oh, well. Oh, Shamu, thank you. You got celebrates 1 month of membership. Don't forget to hit the like. Thank you, Shamu for Christ. Shamu for Christ, you have always been really cool in the chats, positive, and I love having you here. And you know, and you're awesome in the Discord, and you're awesome in the comments. And I just wanted to say that, you know. And most people, like I would say 90% of my viewers are the same. Always cool, always funny, always having a good time. And I love that. I love hanging out with this community, you know. But thank you so much. Now you celebrate 1 month, so now you're on the second month. But I appreciate the support. But what was he just saying? See, now I forget. Something will come up and I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let me play it. I'm sure I'll remember.
Person that's they might be in the same country as you, sure. You know, they're both in Canada, right? But you can't be this involved in somebody's life that isn't in your real life.
Wow. Okay. So then why are you doing it? Why are you like, you know, is this so weird? Like he's such a hypocrite. He's talking with his left hand, but then he's crapping it out with his right hand. And you know what I mean? Like he's like I don't know. It's like everything he's saying, he can just, you know, point that to himself or to Shanny or to both. And you know what's funny? If anyone asks him, "Hey, how are those kids? Are you trying to like work something out where you can have some sort of reunification? Is Rev taking any anger management classes?" Oh no, you can't ask that. That's too personal. Well, you know what? Without Rev getting any anger management, unless he leaves Shanny, she'll never get those kids back. Because if Shanny wants to put that all on him, pin it on him, that Rev did it, Shanny didn't do nothing, it was all Rev, even though she threw that bag of Tostitos chips at his head, then he needs anger management. He shouldn't be kicking kids, you know, and you know, hitting them in the face, kicking them in the ribs. That's just above and beyond. That's not him just yelling, you know, like yelling, screaming. That's like mental abuse, right? Especially if it's, you know, severe. But physical, you know, I feel that's a whole different ball game.
And I know that sounds weird, but it's the internet. Just because you watch someone's YouTube videos doesn't make you intimately involved in their life, and it never will. And any delusion in your head that says otherwise, I'm sorry. God bless you guys. I'm the guy with the Batman hat on, with vampire sunglasses and a nice face mask and this wonderful, amazing Get to the Chopper Arnold Schwarzenegger shirt. Do it now, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. I think a lot of people are outraged by the weirdness. It's very weird.
And so are you.
Shanny, I'll tell you about her. It's so crazy. It's like, yeah, like incognito, but not really. She's not doing well, okay? And this thing with Chantal actually made her
Oh,
really creeped out.
oh, thank you, Rev. I just remembered. I just remembered. If Shamu for Chris put that in there, and thank you. I appreciate the support. To stay being a member, and I did update the memberships for anybody who wants to donate more than the $2.99. Don't have to, but if you want to, if you have the means, I'm not going to stop you. So I did change that around. But a question was asked. I want to answer that because not a lot of these new Shanny channels that have popped up in the past few months will know this. About a year to a year and a half ago, Shanny was getting the same type of issues where she was getting hate from all different sides, and a channel that's not here anymore got some of her, the police body cam footage, and that person, doesn't make Shanny videos anymore. And Shanny decided that she had enough at that point because I guess she felt that it was too personal, and that's where a lot of this older creators, like I said, I know Geek Room guys don't really like me. I don't care about that, but what I can agree on them too, and I heard Frank actually agreeing with me as well, that Frank and I both know the lore on Shanny. And what I mean by that is how she reacts to certain things. We know that if you push her too far, she just won't come on camera. She won't make videos for at least 2 or 3 weeks, if not longer, because she'll it's almost like she's punishing the content creators, and this is this is a lesson that these newer creators are going to have to learn. I'm just saying, moving forward, if they cover her full time, that if Shani doesn't get a little monochrome of respect, she will pull away for a while because she wants you guys to, at the end of the day, she knows that she is the content. And it's true. If we're watching her, she is the content. And she is well aware of that. And she wants the content creators to know that. And she will purposely not make videos for a while or show herself on camera or anything like that to prove a point. She did this. She did that when the body cam footage was released. She did it when all that information about her son and that had to go to the hospital because he got bullied over their OnlyFans. Yeah, and she tried to blame that on Dragnot and his what she called dragoons and everything, which was not his fault. Because he didn't tell her to go make the OnlyFans in the first place. But yes, that's what she does, and that's why I believe she's not on camera. The recent her getting banned off of Twitch and everything, I think she's really, really pissed off at that still. And like I said, I'm not making excuses for her. I just want to explain to the new people why she wouldn't be showing herself on camera. She does this as a lesson for people to learn. You can hate Shani all she wants, but she just wants a little bit of, all right, my channel was taken down. You can leave me alone. You don't have to tell people to call the police and 5150 me or whatever. I succumb, I'm waving the white flag. You know what I mean? And as long as you give her a little bit of respect, then she'll keep going. And that's more content for these creators. But like I said, one day they'll figure it out. And this is something that myself, and Geek Room, Dragnot, Jules, Toasty, that we all knew going into this. This is how she operates. Every locale has their own type of way to how they operate. Von Houten does things a whole different way. You guys will learn. You'll see her traits. They never change.
Number one, I think, but angry. Pretty angry.
But that's my opinion about all that.
And the truth is, you haven't seen her because she doesn't even want to talk to you. Like, she's done even in the position. It doesn't matter being on camera at this point. It doesn't matter.
Yes, because it's not about being monetized on here. It's about them getting those PayPal donations. Just like what G-Man said when he was on the channel. You know, even when I had G-Man on, yeah, she got pissed off. She got triggered. But you know, she got mad. She privated the videos and then she put a couple back. You know, it wasn't as bad as, all right, she's deleting her channel. You know, there's levels to of this in my experience dealing with her. There's different levels. You could push, but if you push too far, yeah, then she will just not come back, like what Jason's saying. Well, not forever, but you know, she can hold off a long time, and then she'll try to, like, you know, do something on Facebook or Instagram, which she has like most of us blocked for. So I don't want her to do that. I'd rather her do it here or do it on the Rumble.
Okay? She doesn't even want to talk. That's how fed up she is with the BS. But we are in need. We're in continual need, okay? So if you can help, the PayPal address to put money in.
See, didn't I say that? That is what this is all about. And that's what this is always is going to be about. It's always going to be about, we're never going to monetize this channel because we can't, because as soon as they do, they'll be shut down. Like, I know a channel, 3,000 subs. They were ban evading in YouTube, Google. They know about it. They know this person, that she's a crazy doxing psychopath, but she doesn't get any money. She doesn't get any donos. It's all for her projections and for her hug box of people. But she gets no money. She just has a channel to talk crap. But if she tried to monetize, boom, shut down. That's how it works. And they know that. So it's all about them just getting that PayPal donations.
If you can help us out, God bless you. Or help them out. Right? The PayPal address is at RevDude, RevDude. So if you can help us out, God bless you, and we appreciate it. It's like, this is a weird video, isn't it? It's weird. But
yeah,
I don't see anybody really standing up for Chantal ever when weird stuff happens. Like, very few people stand up for her, and even Missy Moo is like going off the rails or something with her because she cares about the cat so much. And I was mad at her too, man, when she said that thing about the cats. But this is...
Oh, thank you, Janelle. It says you upgraded. Well, thanks. I was just pointing that out. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Like I said, moving forward, my videos are going to be doing polls and what you guys want to see, and I'm going to do them. Basically, all the opinions and all the hey, you should cover this. I'm probably going to do everything all you guys asked me to do, because in the end, this is for you guys. I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. You guys help me out mentally and emotionally and financially. You help me out so much, and I can never pay, or I can never thank you enough or repay you enough. So I'm just going to keep it light and keep it fun. And just like I said, my channel is for you guys. And I'm going to try to do everything that you guys wanted me to do and to see what works and what doesn't work. But thank you, Janelle. I appreciate the support.
This is clearly like sociopathic, stalker, crazy behavior. It just clearly is. So let's stop that. Right? Chantal just wants to bees and have an entertainment channel.
Bees knees.
That's what I want. You know? I don't want anybody getting hurt in their real life. Let's be nice. If you want to help out, PayPal, at RevDude, RevDude. Bless you guys. God bless.
That was the only reason for that video. He wants the donos. Let's if you're tired, I could tell, like, if you had a busy work day, I could catch you in the replay. But thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate it. But here, let's get on to Crime Fridays. So, because I just wanted to throw that Rev one in there. So, okay, so let me explain this really, really quick. I'm I've been wanting to do the this murder trial, well, true crime for a while. I love shows like that chapter and stuff. They do a very good job of just explaining what happened and what goes down. And like 75% of the time, it's always the spouse, the husband, or the wife, or just cheating, and it's always like life insurance. So this type of stuff really fascinates me. And I was thinking about doing it every Friday, but maybe every Friday I'm just going to go through this whole Alex Murdaugh thing. Just to give you a timeline, I already started a playlist for him, and if this works out, if I'm allowed to keep showing the body cam footage, then I'm going to show the court footage. And what I'm probably going to do is, like I said, stream snipe the court when it's on. So if it's Monday, Tuesday, I'll just watch it while it's live, and then you guys can watch it when you can, if you're not around. But here, this is the footage, and like I said, this is a very interesting story. It takes a lot of twists and turns, and I appreciate that you guys are here with me for it. So let's check this out and let's see how this goes. Thank you all, and please like, and here we go. So this is the actual body cam of the first thing. And I don't even know the full details, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let the nice officer talk.
Central 717 scene is secure. Got a Whiskey Fox, Whiskey Mike, both gunshot wounds to the head.
Wow. Okay, so he said what, the wife and hold on, the wife and the son?
Whiskey Mike, both gunshot wounds to the head. So the scene is secure. Got a Whiskey Fox, Whiskey Mike, both gunshot wounds to the head.
Whiskey Fox, Whiskey Mike, both gunshot. I guess those are acronyms. I think his wife and son got shot to the head, but here, I'll keep it going. It's the world we live in, folks. I'm gonna say a prayer for all you tonight in the chat and everything. Just make sure that everyone has good vibes and positivity moving forward, because it is a sick and tough world out there. We all need each other. Remember, we're all connected. I believe in that stuff. We are all connected, and that's something that no one could take away.
I want to let you know, because of the scene, I did go get a gun and bring it down here.
It's in your vehicle? Do you have any guns on you at all?
No, sir. It's leaning up against the side of my car.
Okay. You're fine, man. You're fine. Turn around for me.
I don't have any.
Okay. Yes, sir. I see that. Okay. This is your wife and son?
Okay.
Okay.
And like I said, folks, I just, I'm not going to do a lot of pausing on, I got to make it transformative. I just want people to understand this man here. I'm guessing he called the police, but as you see in this video, how the police treat him. This is not just a regular Joe Schmo, John Doe off the street. If it was Draven here, I'd have the cuffs on me, maybe getting kicked a little bit in the ribs. I'm like 6'3", so they probably want to subdue me really quick. But this guy. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Oh, yeah, you upgraded too. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are just too much. I really appreciate it. I want us to have a, like I said, when you guys have more ideas of what you want me to cover in upcoming videos, I'm here to do them. And some more membership ones. But here, getting back to this, the way that the police officers treat him, it's like they're at his house for a damn barbecue, not a murder. They're not collecting evidence. Like he's like their buddy. Because what murder suspect sits in the front seat of a police car? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Like I said here, I'm just gonna play it.
It's bad. It's bad. Check the pulses.
Yes, sir. This is the firearm you brought from inside the house?
Yes, sir. I went and got. This is a long story. My son was in a boat wreck few months back. He's been getting threats. Most of it's been benign stuff we didn't take serious.
Okay.
You know, he's been getting like punched. I know that's somebody. I know that's what it is.
Okay.
Wow.
When did you get home? Right when you called, or did you go to the house first? Where is the house?
I came to the house first.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amber. Yeah. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm so sorry, guys. Please, trigger warning to anybody who has lost anybody, a relative recently. I'm just watching this for transformative content, just to see the story, and I would never ever speak negative against the deceased, the recently deceased. It's hard. We all go through it, and it's hard. And Amber, thank you for being here. Thank you for being brave and just telling me this. I got you. Now that you gave me a little bit about you, I have you. You are a crypt member forever. And if you ever need me, Dravenscrypt@gmail.com. I don't know if you're a member of the Discord. You can also reach me through there. But if you ever just need someone to talk to, I am here for you. I don't know if you know, I help out my community as much as possible. There's a lot of people who want to talk to me about private conversations, and they're going through stuff. I run almost like a support group type of channel. People tell me about their personal life, and that's fine. I'm almost like a therapist, but I want to help people. I love helping people. It helps me too. But thank you for sharing that, Amber. I'm very sorry. And like I said, I got you. I have your back. And please, everybody, green hearts. This is what we do because of trauma, and I love green. Green hearts in the chat for Amber, just so she knows that that she is loved and she has support here.
My mom has late stages Alzheimer's, and my dad is in the hospital.
Okay.
I left. I don't
Thanks,
know what
Scott.
time. I can go back on my phone and tell you the exact times. Did you check?
Okay. Did I check what?
Did you check them?
We got medical guys that are that's what they're gonna do. Okay.
What are they doing? Can they hurry?
They are. Yes, sir. That gentleman that was out here already, he's one of the battalion chiefs. Okay. How did you pull up? You from back there?
I went to the house and they weren't home, which was odd. I tried to call.
Okay.
And then I knew they had been down here before I left to go to my mom's.
Okay.
And so that is loaded.
Okay.
You might want to unload it. But
Is this the only firearm with you? This is the only one, or is there any more in the truck?
I believe that's it.
You think that's the only one? Okay.
I'm 99%.
Do you normally
certain that's
have
right.
any other firearms in your vehicle?
I don't, but
Okay.
occasionally there's a pistol in there.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what? I might need to ask Patty a couple of these questions because, like I said, I'm going in this blind. Just like for anybody else new here, I figured that'd be the easiest way. But so he gave them his firearm. Well, the firearm that he wanted to give out, and I'm sure that they can do ballistics tests and everything, and check and look at his hands. I mean, there's a lot of interesting ways. Apparently, if you shoot a gun, they can the residue could go on your hands, especially your knuckles. So they check all that. But if you notice, he has his hands folded. But that could be because he's what they call in psychology, that's self-comfort. That's why people do that.
Just wait right here for me for a second, okay?
Central House.
Copy. Kill your front light 13C.
Yes, of course.
Enjoy it, sir. Yeah, well, I've already spoken with Captain Deal. He's got crime scene. He's contacted them. He's also going to give us the assistance of a couple of field agents.
Oh yeah, I can do that, Patty. Here, let me send you a link. That's no problem.
Roger that.
Yeah, Patty will come in, Mary. She'll answer some things.
They are dead, aren't
I
they?
just turned on those.
But yeah, Amber, that's why like a lot of people like what I do here, and they, like you'll see I'm a totally different channel. Like I'll stop whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm streaming to talk to a viewer. I don't care if I have 50, 60, 100, 200, 300 people in here. If one person's having a bad day, I'll stop everything to help them because, like I said, it's all about you guys. That's what this channel's about. Dravenscrypt, the crypt is you guys. You know what I mean? And I'm here for you. Life can be hard. It sucks. But I'm glad that you're here, and hopefully I make you chuckle a little bit tonight. And a couple chuckles, makes makes the medicine go down easier, if you know what I'm saying.
That's what it looks like.
Randy. Maggie's collar, man. Where are you now? All right. Yeah, the police are here now. The police are here now.
I sent that to you, Patty.
Affirmative.
That's my brother.
Okay. When was the last time you were here with them? Or talked to them or anything like that?
It was earlier tonight. I don't know the exact time, but
Okay.
I left. I was probably gone an hour and a half from my mom's, and I saw them about 45 minutes before that.
Okay.
I rode around with Paul for 2 hours this afternoon in the pickup truck.
That's your son, Paul? Okay.
And I'll say this: when I watch, and I've seen a lot of true crime videos, I always look when the police officer, and when the person's talking to the police officer the first time. Like they always say, first impressions are very important, especially with murder trials. And he's, I could see he is clearly upset, probably in shock. I mean, you got to think it would be all these things that are going on in your head. It's hard to keep composure. And I know if you were involved, usually you're a sociopath and there's no crying at all. Hey, Patty, what's up?
Hey.
Okay, so yeah, we were very supportive. That's it. Yes, we are supportive. It's like this is the crypt. This is what we do. And I mean, Patty, I think you've been here a while, and that's kind of like every stream. If someone has an issue, we help, and I like that. It makes me feel good.
Yes, we do.
It separates me from the other channels, that's for sure. Okay, so walk me through this. So this is Alex, Alex M. Murdaugh, and he called the cops. His wife died, and his wife?
Okay, so it was his wife, Maggie Murdaugh, and his son, Paul Murdaugh.
Okay, yeah,
they are the two that were shot. Now, you heard here in the beginning of this video that he was talking about a boating accident, and that's kind of been his thing all along, that he thought it was connected to the boating accident. Now, there's a lot to go into with the Murdaughs as a family throughout the years.
Yeah. Well, I'm here for it.
It is insane. Within like a 5 or 6 year span, 5 people died just like around them. Okay.
Oh, really?
Their names, yes. It's great. Just love it, right? Now the boating accident that he's talking about, Paul Murdaugh, his son, went out with some friends. They were gonna go to a clam roast or something southern. I'm not 100% sure what. I think it was a clam roast. Now, they started drinking before they got in the boat to go to
Okay.
this this other party. While they're at this other party, they're drinking there also. Now they leave that party at about midnight. Get back on the boat. Everyone else on the boat's trying to get him to let somebody else drive because he is plastered.
Inebriated. Okay.
Then he decides that he wants to make another stop to a bar to go and get some more alcohol, which is just
Not
a
good. Right?
fantastic idea,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Right.
Now, why these friends didn't be like, look, let's just let him do his thing. We're going to go get an Uber. Like, I don't know, because I would not have gotten on a boat with him, but they did. Okay, they were young. They're
Yeah.
young kids, things like that. Now, after the bar, they get back on a boat to go. There's an argument on a boat. And then Paul hits one of the supports for a bridge.
This is his son who died. He
Yes,
hit
this
he
is
hit
the
one of the
son.
support. Okay.
He
He hit the
hit a
support.
bridge support. Now, one girl on that boat died.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So
And then, so that's not even the worst part about this. Okay, so he called his grandfather, tried to throw one of the friends under the bus. Grandfather and dad show up to the hospital, and they're telling all the kids that this other child or this other teenager was driving the boat. It wasn't Paul that was driving. Okay.
Okay.
They fully believe that they could get away with anything in that county where they live. So yeah, so they tried to pin it on a different kid that was not driving the boat. And it took about a week to find the girl's body because of the currents of where they hit and everything. However, if they were actually wanting to find her body, they would have followed those current patterns, for the water. They did not. There's a lot of quote unquote networking, and there's a lot of, good old boy behavior around this family. So the search crews weren't even trying to search where they should have.
Do we know the caliber of the bullets that were used in the shooting?
So there were 300 blackouts, and I can't remember the other one because I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay. So what you're saying is, maybe what his son did could have started this because for retaliation for
it would be plausible if this did not happen 2 years after that accident.
Oh, okay. So this is a 2 years later thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. All right. I guess I'll keep playing it, and then if I have any other questions, I'll just ask you. Are you be able to be on for a bit?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
just mute myself though.
Okay.
Somebody going to check them?
Yes, sir. They've already checked them.
They did check them?
Yes, sir.
This is official that they're dead?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
So, so are they dead in the house type of thing?
Okay, so no. Do you hear those dogs barking?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so they have this 1,000 acre property.
So they got
and
money.
because he's been stealing from his client. That's a whole nother part of the story.
Oh.
Don't worry. Yeah. There's a lot of backstory with all of this. Now, where they are, this is what you're seeing behind him here. That is an airplane hangar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So two different guns, Kathleen said.
Yes, two different guns were used. one
Jillian asked.
shotgun.
Okay, well, sorry. Keep going. One
Oh,
shotgun.
yeah, one shotgun and one like rifle.
And what state? I think Scott just said what state this is
Yeah, this is
in.
South Carolina. Good old South
Yeah,
Carolina.
yeah. Okay.
Now, where they are is down by they have hunting dogs because of they use the hunting dogs to hunt like wild boar and things. So they're
Mm-hmm.
down by the kennels for those hunting dogs.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
so it's a big
yes, it's
what you would call compound almost.
for the kind of it's like a hunting property slash like fun property. They've got water areas. They've got like a shooting range, and obviously the airplane hangar, things like that. Now, with this whole thing right here, where he was asking, like, it's official, that are they dead?
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly he had already been over there to check them, supposedly, but
Oh, okay.
you don't see blood on his hands or anything
Yeah.
from checking them, even though it was a bloody scene, horribly bloody. So his son's injuries were so bad that his brain was transported to the coroner in a bucket outside of his body.
What?
Yes.
Holy
So
crap.
he should have 100% without a doubt been like, oh yeah, like I know that at least he's gone.
Mm. By
Because
all that.
it
Yeah.
wasn't difficult to see sitting on the side.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Yes.
All right. So there's a lot, and it seems like the police have their work cut out for them because it seems like a lot of suspects with everything that's happened the past 2 years.
Not really. Not really. No. Oh.
Well, I mean, like, like it could be, the people like Rob's friends or his family, like retaliation. It could be somebody, jealous, somebody looking out for the money. It could have been somebody in the family who wants to take them out, and maybe someone gets an inheritance. But here, I'll keep playing it.
You're fine.
I'm very sorry. Gotta call her parents.
What's her name?
Her name is Maggie Murdaugh. Margaret Brandstetter Murdaugh. How you doing?
What's her birthday?
9/15/68.
Okay, and what's your son's first name? You said Paul?
Paul Terry Murdaugh.
And what's his birthday?
Jason, do you have anybody
4.
coming through town that could stop and pick up that tent? I see lighting off in the distance.
What, are they covering them up?
I got some getting dressed now, Sheriff. I'll have somebody stop and grab it.
Tell them they don't have to do that. They don't need to. Preserve what we can.
653. Where's it at?
I agree though, Patty. Like if he saw this head in the bucket and everything, like you don't think he would like why would he be asking? Like he would know. But again, he could very well be in shock. So I could
So that would be all fine and dandy, except for that's part of his whole defense is that he's been over there to check them, and it's a bad scene. Like it's pretty bad, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't actually in a bucket when he pulled up. It was next to his body.
Oh.
So it wasn't like it was invisible.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm in town.
I actually tried to be Delta 8 because he's going to be the only one that's got access.
What's Paul's birthday?
Copy.
April 14th, 1999, sir.
Put it up as wide as you can.
Oh my god. He's a kid. I mean, I have my one son was born in 2001. He's 21 now. I feel so old. But my god, 1999. Oh. I hate that. I hate, it's to me that's still a kid. you know.
That's fine. You said 99?
Sir?
He was born in 99?
He's born April 14th, 1999.
Okay. What's your first name, sir?
My name is Alex Richard Alexander Murdaugh.
Richard Alexander Murdaugh?
Yeah, I hear that, Lord.
You familiar with the location?
No.
Sure.
Hey, Cody, come around the truck and then go to the building. Come around the truck and then.
There's a set of prints off behind the trailer there.
Yes.
I don't know if it's
What's
one
that?
of ours or not. There's a set of footprints behind the trailer there too.
Okay.
That's how we kind of step out, step down this whole here, so we don't step over anything.
About 3, 4, 3, just take the last one in and grabbing the 10.
Just go over to that corner of the building.
Yeah, well, come on, we'll see you. Let me see what we have first, whether or not we can handle that part or not.
I see.
Do you know when this happened? When this actually went down?
Yeah, June of 2021.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. So, and when did the boat accident happen? 2 years before that? 2 years before June 2021? So like almost like June of 1918? I mean, not 1918. June of 2018.
I think it was January.
Okay.
Quite a few tire tracks in here. Were any of these you going in and out?
No, I came in here and I left one time, and I came back.
Okay.
But the rest of them, maybe from earlier, but only
Those
two
poor dogs. I hear them crying in the background.
Billy's right.
Hey, stay right. Got a whole bunch of stuff right there. I don't want to disturb.
I was trying to get the door so we can kind of get around that way.
Your best way is probably going to be back through those rocks because we can't get any tracks off those rocks anymore.
We'll go back around the other way we just came.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have names or anything for them?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get that in a little bit then.
Okay. That's where my head is, Jeff. Like, oh yeah, 1918. Like, my brain was trying to see 2018. 2019. Yes, thanks, Kat.
What unit's 23 on those up? Are you behind the house?
Oh, really, Mirror Bear? Okay. Pats, did you know about that? Mirror Bear says he was with Paul and Maggie 15 minutes before they passed. His voice in the video.
It wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it was so. There's a discrepancy between like 15 to 10 minutes between when he was heard in the video and when they passed away. They don't have like an actual time of death for them, except for they have like so he's technically like 5 minutes before their estimated time of death. They are going based off of Paul's like when his activity on his phone just stops 100, like because he was talking with one of his friends who he was watching his dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was also talking with a girl that he was kind of thinking about seeing, I guess, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
And they were talking about what movie to see and all that, and then so his phone activity just stopped. And
Interesting.
yeah.
Jillian, I don't know of that yet. So this guy's faking being upset. Meh. I would say maybe, possibly not. But I also want to say one more thing. Like I said, I know how some people who have anything remotely close might spark something, in their brain to make them feel a certain way, and I'm sorry about that if it is too triggering for you. You can always, like I said, like Amber had pointed out, and like Lori pointed out, if you want to say something, like I'm here for you, and I'm not bullshitting. Like I'm legit here for you. I'm here for everybody. Um, I try to go over these just to know, just a reminder that there's a lot of good people, but there's a lot of sick people out there, and I feel just watching this stuff, it's just like a constant reminder of, we have to keep our eyes open, right? We have to protect the people we love. We have to keep our eyes open, and we have to use discernment and be smart, and listen to that little voice inside you that says something's not right or something seems sus. Because remember, like I always believe, we are all intricately connected through some sort of, I don't know what type of force you want to call it, but it's like an energy where I feel like we are connected, and that's why we can help each other out through discussions. It's weird how people get to find people. Sometimes people could be having a bad day, find my channel, find my video, watch it, and whatever I say resonates to them. And I'm glad that happens. And then all of a sudden they feel better. And that's why I do this. I am paying it forward. And even if somebody that never chats and just likes to hear my voice and that resonates with you, then I'm glad that I made you feel better for even a little bit.
There's several of us out here. There's a long dirt driveway right next to the mailbox that says 4147, and you'll see all our lights down here at this shed thing.
You didn't come to Brick Hollow?
Negative.
No, they aren't on duty. They're out in Moselle.
Yeah, those poor dogs, they probably have no idea what's happening.
Careful, Sally.
Yeah.
So where was this supposed to have happened, like right here? Like literally, like the incident happened right here, like where they were standing?
Yeah, so that's what the blur is here. Right here on the bottom part of the
Oh
screen,
no.
that's where Maggie was. And up there
Oh,
next to this feed room near the kennels, that's where Paul was.
all right, hold on. Just
But that's why it's blurred and redacted.
I'm just trying to send some positive energies. Lord, please. I hope they didn't suffer, and I hope they're at peace now. And I hope that this does get solved for their family's sake and their sake. And everyone here watching I'm sure they feel the same way. And that's it. I just hope they're at peace. And I hope whoever who did it gets brought to justice.
I think his brother. He said he was calling somebody. So. He said what? He said he was calling somebody. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he was. There's a couple of shell casings right there.
Yeah, those will be easy to find. I was just marking a couple that were in the ground, but it might be harder to see at some point. Y'all familiar with this family?
Yes. I wasn't until he told me the names. Last
Fill you
name
in later.
Murdaugh.
Yes. Yes,
I don't think
Lucian.
it's gonna be anything from any of you.
I showed Rev's video in the beginning, and then I segued into it. Just in case I didn't know if I'm allowed to show this or not, and I'm gonna be learning as time goes on about. I think I can watch the live. I think I can watch the live court case, and then I guess on Fridays I'm gonna try to go in and show piece by piece how we got here. I guess the best part to start was for me was the police body cam footage. You know, like a good start off point. What do you think? That was pretty good, Patty, to start with the body cam footage.
I mean, as a new person coming into it, then yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what I am.
But so we've got I have people who live down there in South Carolina, like friends, some right
Yeah,
where the boating accident happened,
I used to know
and
some people. Go Cox.
yeah,
That was the college team. If you knew.
yeah, the Gamecocks. So that's
Mm-hmm.
actually been one of the huge parts of the court is them going back and forth between different schools. It's weird. The
Really
this southern court, they don't operate the same way other courts do, and I'm just like, what is happening?
interesting.
I don't understand. Like they'll get up there and they'll be like, "All right, tell us about yourself," like and explain this and this, and I'm just like, "Why are we doing this? Just like what's going on?"
Yeah, you want us to stick to the facts?
Yeah. And yeah, it's really weird. Really weird.
It's got to be tough too. I mean, if this guy is in fact innocent, he's gonna sit here and explain. I wouldn't be able to do it. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do it. And if I saw my wife and son's killer, potential killer, alleged killer, is just sitting there with a dumb look on his face, no, I wouldn't be able to do that either. It's like I don't have the restraint in me. Like I believe in second chances, but I think I always say there's a line, and if people cross it, don't hurt people, don't abuse children, and don't sexualize children, and be cool. Why can't people just be cool?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so that kind of segues into another issue that a lot of people have with this whole story, to be honest with you. Because not once around here does he like really ask
It's on Netflix. There's a Netflix
well,
one.
there's a Netflix show, and that one talks about the other deaths around the family before, and it doesn't actually talk about why he's on trial. I mean, they have it kind of in the middle ish, but there is one on Peacock, and then there's another one on I can't remember. I want to say HBO, but I could be wrong.
The Netflix one, I could try to show that in the Discord.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
okay with that. That could be fun.
What was that?
Because that's a.
You said for Evo to do?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hey, watch your step. Huh?
Yeah, it's so awful though. Right there. So his alibi is he ran up on them and that was it. And 15 minutes ago they were fine. Like
No.
that's no.
So
Okay.
his story is that he never saw them before he left to go and visit his mother because she's got late stage like Alzheimer's and she's not doing too good, and his dad was taken to the hospital, so she was upset that day. Now the timeline with that is kind of weird. because he said that he was napping until about 9 o'clock, and then he got ready to leave and he left at like 9:05 or something. Now the estimated time of death is like 8:55 or so.
Okay.
So it's 8:45, 8:45 to 8:50 type area. So we have the video from Paul's phone, which is him trying to show a video for his friend that he was watching the dog for.
Whoa.
And his dad
Okay.
is in that video. You hear him yelling at the dog, at one of their personal dogs, Bubba. Now, Bubba, throughout this whole trial, has been defamed, and they are unfairly blaming him for things, and I don't like it. That's not cool. Anyway, so no. Serious face now. No. So you hear him yelling at Bubba because Bubba got himself a guinea. Okay, for one of their guineas from their property.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, is that an Italian slur? I'm kidding.
No. So, no, there's these timestamps on the body cam footage are not correct. It's been
Oh
in,
no.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not correct. So this is like 8. This is at 10. So he pulled up on the property coming back from his mom's house at like 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I have this one, and then I have another one goes a little bit in depth. I guess when they take him to the station. But I figure I start with this one.
Yeah.
The gentleman in the white shirt is the husband of her, father of him. That is Paul Murdaugh. That's just his mother. Paul Murdaugh was that guy in the boating accident from a while back, if you remember.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, so these police officers, their brain, it's already, the gears are already moving. Like, yeah, from that boat accident, yeah, that thing that could be the reason for all this. Remember that? Yeah. Well,
Now, you've got to remember that they called in SLED, which is the South Carolina Law Enforcement Department,
they did. Sled.
because
Okay.
these guys here,
Yeah, that was in the
you've
beginning.
heard,
What's up?
yeah, that was in the beginning, but
Yeah. Sorry. What were you saying?
so you heard some of them talking about who he is
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit ago here in this video here. Now remember, they got their connections in this county because, like, they've been solicitors in this county. The whole the family has, all the way until like great grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're a pretty prominent family in this area. So that's why they brought in an outside, in SLED. Now, they were looking to see if they could find other
What?
people that were involved in this before they even, so they didn't even start trying to find evidence against Alec until like September, when this happened in June. So like a few months later is when they started trying to find the evidence. Now, the 2 guns were their personal guns, and those are missing.
Oh, are those the guns that were used?
Yeah, their guns. It was their guns.
Oh, that's not a good sign. I mean, I'm sorry. I watch that chapter a lot. Like, I love him. I love Mike. He's awesome. He's my favorite. I've been watching him since he had 80,000 subs, and I'm like, yo, this kid's gonna go for far, and he did, and he's so just well, articulate, and he just gets everything down in the correct way. I'm sure he's gonna cover this one. And he just has, like, gets the whole thing together. This is kind of like a different way, just showing like the whole body cam and everything. But I like having all the receipts and everything. And every time I watch one of his videos that has a guns missing that were used, that were their guns, it's hardly ever some rando broke in, took their guns, and used it.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
sometimes, but it's rare. I just
well,
wanted to point that out.
that's my whole issue with all of this is like their defense is that some random person from the Twitters came around
From
and they're the
Twitter?
ones that did it. Yes, Twitter.
Oh,
That apparently Paul was getting death threats from Twitter and everything. And I'm like, but they've still not brought any of that in either for this case. Like there's no actual like death threats that have been presented to people. So
is
like
this everything that Alex is saying or
yeah,
claiming?
yes, that's what he is doing.
So
Now,
why didn't Paul do that if he was getting threats? Why didn't he go to the police and make a report?
exactly. That's what I don't know. Now, that's what his whole defense is based on is that these random people from the Twitters showed up
Did
around
it?
the house and
Gotcha.
that they did it. And I'm like, all right, so these people that don't know your property layout or anything like that, they found your gun room. Okay, took 2 of your guns. All right, cool.
Right.
They went back up. They went and found them at these dog kennels. All right, cool. Shot both of them in a manner where neither of them were worried, because neither of them had defensive wounds from like trying to block a shot or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't have their arms up or nothing. And the only reason we know that is because of the way that he was shot and his arms were down by his side. They were like, so
They weren't like
were,
he had his hands up like he was surrendering or anything. I got you.
yes.
But that's
Now,
my. Oh, here you go. Go ahead.
and then okay, he was so they did all this while Halleck was at the house. Okay, but you didn't hear nobody go into his gun room, which was odd because the gun room was right off the house, so he didn't hear nobody go into the gun room to get the guns. Cool. All right, gotcha. He didn't hear the shots fired, nothing like that, and he left.
Yeah, I'm starting to see what you're saying. Like you take off and you come back 15 minutes later, and then the job's done. But it's like, where were you? Does he even have an alibi where he was? Where'd he go?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the alibi. He was at his mom's, but he tried to make her lie and say that he was there longer than what he was.
Oh no.
Yes, he tried to make because the mother had a caregiver living in-home caregiver because she's so bad. So he tried to tell the caregiver that he was there for like 45 minutes or so. Okay, when he was only there for about 20 minutes or so. And then he he left. Also the people who did this, okay, quote unquote, according to his defense team. According to his defense team. Okay, so he's driving bad out of hell. Okay, he's like speeding down the roads to get to his mom's house, right? Now he's speeding down that road, and the people who did this, quote unquote, did this. Okay, they come the same direction as he was.
Oh.
But he had Maggie come back to the house because she was supposed to be staying at their other property. Because like he was gonna go and he wanted her there and everything. And I think that certain things that they've brought forward in this trial
are silly,
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
No, well, I mean, yeah, some of it is pretty freaking ridiculous. Now, prosecution, like her wedding band was underneath the seat of her vehicle.
Oh, okay. So it's not even like that they were trying to a robbery. Come on. Nothing was taken. They just did this.
Oh, the guns were taken. Okay. Guns were taken.
Yeah.
But that's
so
it.
The one thing that could
and Alex's clothes were taken. I can't forget that. So his clothes that he was wearing just like an hour and a half, 2 hours before.
What?
Those were taken too.
Oh, that's bad. So wait, so they didn't try to take her wedding ring or any other jewelry or any money, even though they seem rich. but his guns were taken and his clothes were taken.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they've never been able to find any of them. They've never been able to find either of those. So some people think that it's buried with his dad for some reason. I'm like, no, dude. Like, because when he parked, he went, like, at his mom's house, he put stuff, like, in a smokehouse.
Yeah.
So I'm not wondering if he put that stuff in there, and then since they weren't searching or, like, treating him as the suspect for months, they just never went over there. Like, I don't know. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
None of it makes sense to me.
I mean, usually with rich people, like a lot of what they do doesn't make sense anyway. The way they act, but yeah, there's like I said, I heard the story had a lot of twists and turns, but what I plan to do is at least on Fridays, if I can get more videos just to show the pattern of what happened from here on to the trial. But I'm gonna do my best to when the trial's playing to snipe it, like during the week, if during the day, like it was playing earlier today, I think.
So you've got maybe Monday and Tuesday. I really don't know how much longer the defense is going to be going.
Yeah.
But today they had Alec. Yeah, and that was great. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
He couldn't stop
yeah.
lying on the stand.
Well, that's why I want to get that, and who knows if it works out, I might just go back and watch the old ones because I didn't really. I heard some things about this case, and then once people started telling me, like, "Oh, you really should start with that one," because I wanted to start with some of the older cases, like Jodi Arias and stuff, and that vampire one. But like those are like 7-8 years old. But I have heard that there's some updated stuff even from a few weeks ago. But since this is kind of like the newest thing and a lot of twists and turns and questions to be answered, I figure, you know what? Probably best to start with this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely. He did have a firearm whenever I pulled up. It's a shotgun. It's been secured in my vehicle.
But like one more question though. So most people believe that he is guilty, but he's cool with the police and the judge, or the police and the.
So he's pretty cool with the investigators
Because he has money.
And well, no, because like I said, so his family has been solicitors or lawyers in this county for generations. Okay, he's a generationalist.
And I get South Carolina is all about that down home, like, we protect our own, but come on, what about those other two? I mean, that's a wife and an innocent, I mean, he was an adult, but he was still a kid, and what about their protection? But I don't know. I hope more comes out with this.
Also, one thing that I did see, so the states, what they want to call a motive in this is
Kathleen.
That he wants to gain sympathy and time to cover up the money that he stole type deal, because things were starting to come out with other cases that he was stealing the money from.
He was doing opiates?
Yes. Well, that's what he says, but then he was saying that it took like 1 week to detox fully, and I'm like, there's no way, my guy. Not if you're, because he was saying he was like spending all this money on the pills and everything, like 50 grand a week or some nonsense, and I'm like, you would be dead, okay?
No, it
takes
takes
one.
It takes 1 week for you're not addicted anymore, and the worst of it is over. But to actually, get out of something or start to feel normal, that's like 6 months worth of just, trying to acclimate to a different way of life.
Yeah. So he says that he was addicted, and that's part of his defense, is like that's where the money was going and blah blah blah. But I'm like, I have no clue if that's even true. or even remotely true, because he was like, because he would also say that he could like self detox when he wanted to, like on demand, and I'm like, that's not how it works.
What is this thing this guy's holding? This looks like an alien head.
Where?
the cop right here to the left looks like he's holding an alien head.
Oh, I
maybe
don't know.
maybe it's like blocked out. I'm sure.
No, it might be where it's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Hold on. Come on. One second.
Wow. Yeah. What's up?
I said 1 second. So my theory on an actual motive is it goes along with his narcissism, and like if I can't have him, nobody can, because there were some issues on the back end with him and Maggie. Not only, I mean, so they did find pills, or at least based on a text message from Paul to Alec. Okay, so that could be part of it. Another part of it is just issues with, I think, the like surrounding the boat case, because they were being criminally and civilly, sued and everything like that for the boat case. Or now, that's kind of what I want to know. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's more of a, if I can't have them, nobody can. Honestly.
Yeah. But what you just said about the boat case, like they had to pay for that.
Oh yeah.
And now that his son's deceased, and if there's any life insurance thing, then all that they had to pay for, he gets back. But I don't know if he had life insurance.
You will have to give me just a few minutes, but yes, I will.
But yeah, this is nuts. I mean, I get they know him, but he's a murder suspect. It's like they're just hanging out at his house eating hamburgers, hot dogs.
Sleds on the way. Let's push. Can we run the tape
2007 Birdie
there to there?
Yes.
From that last pole right there to that last
Get a
pole.
piece of paper, start writing names and times. You don't have any
Pole to
paper?
pole.
Here, borrow that.
We can push it from that pole to that pole.
Yep. Sure.
A little bit.
Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, I think we got it.
This is 5-3, all the responding units at Moselle Road, stop at the road. No one else come down the dirt road. Stop at the road.
I mean, I can almost not understand, but like I try to understand why these things happen. But when it's like for just straight up jealousy or greed or something, it's just like that's just like family is family. You gotta love your family, and at the same time, family knows how to push your buttons more than anybody. But that's how you have to love them for that. You know what I mean? I feel like nothing should be as personal as you would make it out to be. They're just trying to jab at you, but I don't know that the specifics on how their relationship was with the son and the mom.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Hold on, Kathleen, were you watching today? Were you watching the court case today?
The housekeeper was scammed by 2 attorneys himself, and he collected the money. Yeah, it seems like she was. I caught a little bit at the end. I'm like, man, this is nuts. Mirror Bear says Alex collected $3 million from his homeowners when the housekeeper died. Was there another insurance? What? Yo, how many people are
That's what I'm saying. There's people that are dying. There's another kid that died too that was connected to his other son, Buster. So
Wow.
Kathleen, do you so earlier during the court case, he asked him if he was a family annihilator, and it's like a classification of certain killers that will do this, and they will do it for less than what's been going on in Alex's life, and they don't have to have that insurance. I don't. That's why I can't take any of that to.
Okay, there's no life insurance for that, but there was for the housekeeper.
No, there's no life insurance. They were taking it against the homeowner's insurance is where he got the money from for the housekeeper.
Homeowners? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, South Carolina is they're very different. I didn't know that's even a thing. I mean, it's hard to say. We're speculating, and please, everyone, anyone who's watching tonight, these are our thoughts and opinions, and nothing concrete. Take it with a grain of salt. We're just a bunch of friends hanging out, watching this, and just having our opinion. That's all. Just a couple of friends hanging out, and thank you for hanging out. And please like, and I really do appreciate it. It helps me in the algorithms. But it is interesting that all these people are dying around him.
That way, I guess.
But who knows?
Where the house is, I guess.
You referring to the whiskey mate?
This place is huge. This land. This is a good piece of property. Umbrella policy. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mir. I don't know how you can do this to his zones. Yeah, and yeah, and he may very well didn't. I think it's in our nature to kind of, almost like pareidolia, where it's in your nature to see faces and things that there's not faces. I think it's also in our nature to try to connect dots where there's no connection, just to because of seen this type of crimes before, and usually what happens is usually the spouse, life insurance, but like as you said, and as everyone else, or not you, but as other people have said, there was no policy, I guess, on the son. But could he use the homeowners for the son and wife?
Unsure. I don't know anything like what goes on with that. That's got to be more of a lawyer thing that he understands that he can do.
Gotcha. No, I got you.
So I'm just like, I got absolutely no clue. And to Amber's comment, I'm like, I don't know if he thought that shooting his son with that shotgun was going to do that to him. To be honest, like, if he did do this, I guess we all have to use the word allegedly just in case, whatever.
Yeah.
But he did it in Minecraft. So
yeah, and as I said before, we've been talking about just branching out and doing something else on the side for a while. In my Discord for the past 2 or 3 months, true crime has been its own thing or separate thing on the Discord server, and a lot of people have been using it. And this was recommended to me very many times, and I'm glad that it was recommended to me, because the story does. I like a good story. And I'm sad about what happened to the victims always, but the story is intriguing, and I try to learn from the story. So if everything I ever heard again, I would know. Okay, this is probably most likely the outcome of, or this is most likely what happened for this outcome to happen. But I just hope anybody just understands, and I don't want anyone getting upset. It does suck that we live in a harsh world and a greedy world. We here don't do that. We try to be better, with the Shanny effect and everything like that, and learn to be better people. And that's all I want everyone to do, this can have a Shanny effect on you too. Like, this is not the way to go about and do things. I'd rather be a poor man and have my family that loves me than be a rich, ruthless man any day.
Yep.
Correct.
I have a notepad. It's just I'm
Yes.
using the back side of all the paper, so all the front side of the paper has names and information on it.
Well, you can borrow mine for a minute. It's perfectly fine, Cody.
I just didn't want you to be like, we're also doing fucking paper now. I have paper for calls.
Do you not have any crime scene log sheets? Hey, it's 717. I was asked to give you guys a call.
Haven't really.
Hi. Okay. Okay. I will inquire and I'll get back to you.
Oh. I don't know what that was about.
Okay.
Yeah, Kathleen. Casey Anthony, that's another one. That is another one. Holy crap. I'm surprised that she got away with that. People like Howard Stern would say something disgusting like, "Oh, well, she's attractive. She's hot. That's why she got away with it." Well, she wasn't to me because it doesn't matter what somebody looks like on the outside. On the inside, you're very ugly for doing something like that to your child. Whether she wanted just to get high or party, I don't know if she got assaulted by her father, but that was like, and years after the fact to say that, if that happened, unless it took her a long time to come to terms with that, but either way, it seemed like she just wanted to party and didn't have time to take care of her kid.
Yeah, she's another liar. But I will have to agree that the prosecution is just like I don't know what it is with Creighton Waters. I don't know if it's like nerves because he's going up against this guy or what, because this isn't the only case that he's going after Murdaugh for. Because he is doing the financial stuff too.
Yeah.
But I don't know what his deal is, but I think he got some hits but a heck of a lot more misses today. Like I just don't understand their point. Like I don't understand their the way they do it. I mean, like some of the things that he was getting Alec to do on the stand though, like you did notice that when Alec is either lying or telling a story, one of the two, he starts doing that like Bertie Crouch Jr. mouth thing with like the
Bertie Crouch Jr. Oh, Harry
where
Potter
he's
reference.
where he's like licking and like smacking and everything. Like it was getting on my ever loving nerves today. I was like, I cannot.
Or he does, or it looks like he does that self-soothing hug yourself pose.
Yeah, no, because he'll do that, or like certain things when he's saying no, he's like shaking his head yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the word and the motion means two different things, my guy. Like, what? Figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll find out and give you a call back. Yep, I'll find out from him and give you a call back. All right, bye.
Bob? That's all right, I'm gonna grab a couple.
I got some right here, Judge.
Hey, you want us to close that in?
Sir? What's that?
You want us to close it in?
Yeah.
There's a guy in here. I don't know if you want to see what the other guy knows, whoever Eric is. I guess a caller. There's a guy over here that's wanting to talk to him.
Don't even know who Eric is. I know Alex over there.
Alex.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a guy over here that wants to talk to him.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you wanted me to go tell him that or if you wanted me to just chill for a minute. Or if you wanted me to escort him over.
He does not need to walk over there.
No, I mean the long way.
He does not need to go over there.
So you can stay there.
You can.
Who's this guy supposed to be?
Gotcha.
I don't have the caller and the caller's brother's name in here because I don't know the names yet, but I can get it. But I didn't.
I already wrote it in there.
Alright. I don't know where you were at. I just found the first empty page I can find.
Female victim, male caller.
And then the other guy, though, I mean, he hasn't came inside the tape
Then
yet.
don't have to worry about him. Just make sure you get the. Here.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not synced up right. Yeah, I can't wait to hear how he talks on the stand. I heard he's like all over the place.
Yeah,
I came
yeah.
on scene at 22:26.
22, 26?
Yes.
Yep.
And whoever U21 is with fire rescue, just write U21, fire rescue U21.
Yep.
And then
That was the same time as you?
he came on scene, yeah, same time as me, it's fine. Medic 18 at 22:27.
Hmm.
$758 on scene 22:30.
Yep.
Same time as you. 653 on scene at 22:39.
22, 39?
Yep. And that's all I have as far as times on this goes.
This is 787 Central. Alright. Copy. When you're clear, I have a call on a Jessica of a suspicious vehicle. Copy. Where's that located? 223 Majestic Oak Way, Cottage 10-4. There's a Cottage unit that can assist, that'd be great.
Pretty sure Majestic Oaks is their jurisdiction anyway.
Center 555, that's not jurisdiction anyway, I'll take care of that.
Copy.
Twenty-three Majestic Oak.
I mean, I don't know if this is also like just the crime scene, if the bodies aren't there, just like the mess. I guess they gotta leave it there until forensics shows up. But that's just horrible. You know, like you gotta like leave that there.
What? No, they're still there. They haven't moved them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My God. I guess they gotta wait. Yeah, till like I said, like forensics and everything. CSI, right, to come in and check all that. Make sure they get enough evidence.
I'm trying to get the information. Is that great trailblazer? Correction.
But yeah,
She has a great trailblazer.
he could just be acting, you know, like in shock. You know, I could buy that. You know what I mean? I could definitely buy that.
Yeah.
Not really nothing going on. Oh, jeez, man.
Oh.
I am so sorry, everybody. Like, trigger warning. I'm sorry. I really am. I know how this can affect some, and you know, including yours truly. You know.
I haven't asked the dad about the phone, but dad did say he came over and checked their pulses. Beyond that, I don't know what else he may have done.
Oh, he did. Okay.
He did have a shotgun with him, and I have secured that in my vehicle.
Is that the gun?
No,
Okay. That not that one. Okay.
no, that's a completely different gun. He went and got that while he was on the phone with 911.
But
But, you know,
he's
this-
he's
Oh.
claiming that this guy, that someone broke into his house, took 2 of his weapons, shot the mom first, and then went after Paul. Or Paul got it first. Paul had to have gotten it first.
Yeah, so supposedly
Yes,
it's
that makes
Paul
sense.
first, and then Maggie.
Yeah, but you see how that makes sense, though, right? Because if this has anything to do with that boat thing, of course, you know. And again, whether that's somebody who knew the person that passed, like you say, he killed somebody by accident with the boat accident, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and either it could be a retaliation from that, or possibly to try to get the homeowner's insurance for this. But when did Alex, or Alec, what is his name, Alex or Alec? It's
So
Alex.
his name is Alexander, technically,
Okay.
but he goes by Alec.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, but anyway, when did he get the $4.3 million from his housekeeper?
So the housekeeper was in 2000 and
Oh, good night, Lori. Hopefully I'll see you in the replay.
2000 something. Yeah, 2018. Thought it was after maybe it was before the wreck. I can't remember 100%. It was a few years. And so
Yeah.
So what happened with that was she supposedly fell going up the steps outside their door. They said that the dogs tripped her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But something just didn't sit right with a lot of people.
Yep. So I got multiple gunshots out of that window too.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Well, not good, but they're actually showing, like, so it was not outside. It was this window has shots. Which I don't know why.
You need in and out times or just time to arrive? They exit multiple times and come back.
You don't need to keep doing all that.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
You don't gotta keep on doing all what? What are they all doing? All right, a little bit. Like, okay, Cage. Oh, what happened, Patty? Did they kick you out?
No, it was all my fault. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the mute button, then I hit the back button.
Rounds were exiting out back that way.
Which is going to be buckshot because of the ammo.
I mean, I know, like, basically have to, take him in, I guess. Even if they're buddies with the guy. But again, like, it's such a hard call.
How many pellets are normally in a buckshot?
10, 12.
The reason I asked is just because the holes that are in that window very large.
Yeah, there's some glass.
Some of them larger, some of them smaller. There's a whole bunch
That's
of trees back there,
interesting.
so they might be able to find something in a tree. I don't know.
I have no clue, but
He had a shotgun. He had a shotgun. But
basically,
When did they find out that it was his guns he used? Or he just knows that they're stolen or whatever?
That doesn't come out until a little bit later because they have to run the forensics on the other shell casings that are around there, and he does have to tell them that there are 2 guns missing. And I can't
Oh,
remember
okay.
exactly when that is.
I got you.
There's just so much
Yeah, I
around
know.
it. There's so much information to try to keep all together.
What? Mirror Bear? She never got an autopsy?
No, they
What?
ruled it as an accident because of what was said to have happened with the dogs. So she is being exhumed in order to do an autopsy.
Yeah, good night, Lori. Hopefully you can check out the replay when you're not tired. Maybe tomorrow. But yes, have a good night, and sorry if this was a little much for you. But I want to start sniping when the court is live, and I just wanted to start this out, so people have an idea. But after this, I can play that Rev video, his Bible study. That could be a good palate cleanser.
Don't think I need you. I'll be able to
After the church,
out of my way.
the first road on
You shot leaning up against the truck right there whenever I was sitting there.
that'd be great. Have a long ETA.
Yeah, Chad, if you want to, you might be able to get out before the rest of our risk minutes here. They're going to block this one.
Make sure bringing tents or something, or what are they doing?
I'm not sure what they want.
We really don't need any more fire rescue unless.
See, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if they decide they take him in though, right?
What? No.
No. Oh, okay. They let him stay at his house?
So he says that he went to his parents' house in Alameda, but yeah, no, he didn't stay at the house, or no, they didn't take him in or anything like that. Also, Mirror
Wow.
Bear, which episode? Because I don't remember that at all.
Which one? Oh, the Netflix show. Yeah, I gotta definitely check that out. But here, I think it's just kind of like.
I guess if he failed, but both his hands are laying underneath his.
Oh, the second one. Yeah, I know. I want to try to play that on Discord. I need to get a copy of it.
Right there, that very first one with the blue lights.
It's in the tape.
This front one right here.
But again, yeah, I agree. It's kind of. This is all over. Either you can believe that he had a part to do with this. That's why he's kind of acting not, or he didn't. And again, what kind of a father? Not a good one.
A lot. It's not a bump.
Well, in the documentary, so Paul's girlfriend in the little docu-series or whatever did say that she didn't feel like they really cared about Paul the way that they did about Buster, which is his brother, because the housekeeper, Gloria, so she basically raised Paul.
She did.
Yeah. Now, so Mirror wants me to tell you about his hashtag quote unquote suicide attempt in Minecraft.
Is that? Yeah, too bad that wasn't any videos.
What? No, there's a separate audio recording from the 911 call where he tells them that somebody trying to shoot him in the head, and there's blood coming out from this ricochet graze on the side of his head. There wasn't it wasn't anything substantial. It was pretty much I don't know what it was for, to be honest with you. Maybe it'd be well, you see, they're targeting our family, but he had just gotten a hold of one of the other like housekeepers for a copy of his insurance card like a couple hours before that. So you're just sitting here like, all right.
Yeah. I was looking to see if I if there's a 911 call that's like, I don't think that'll give me a problem if I used it. It's weird. Some people they're okay with it. Some people are definitely not. I mean, like using their clip. But what? He says he was shot. How could he have gotten shot?
Okay, so this happened in like September
Yeah, yeah.
of the year afterwards. There's really like it's not a whole like it's not even a clear story on what happened there. So like you really don't know. But it was basically a glorified unaliving attempt, okay? Where he was just trying to get I don't know what out of it. Like I really have no clue what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't actually attacked. Like he knew the one that came and did it. Like
It wasn't a surprise.
Supposed to be.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How
And
you
then
doing?
he even made like this whole like
Oh, he got grazed.
sketch.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he
called
got grazed.
Okay, I see. Well, like I said, I'm gonna look into this a lot more. I want to try to snipe it when, when there's nothing else going on, and the trial this way. But I just wanted it on the channel, so you guys have a start to know what this whole thing's all about. But yes, before I go tonight, I want to play this. Try to make this a palate cleanser. Hopefully, it's funny. I know it's a Bible study. Rev is usually boring with this, but we'll try not to make it boring. But guys, thanks for sticking it out. New things are always different, but I'll try to like throw in the old things as well. And Rev did this, and at least it's not Shanny. Sometimes it's easier to listen to Rev. Ha 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 ha. Guys, Shanny's beat me, folks. Ha ha.
First of all, I'm
Yo, can you imagine that, Patty? If he was just like, yeah, he, Shanny's beating me, and can someone like call like the police? I'm like, cause my neck won't stop moving. Like if he was ready, like if she admitted, like yeah, she abuses him mentally, physically, a lot of physically, and he needs help to get out or whatever, and if he calls on her and reports her, like would he actually, when people say that they'll pay him to leave her, if that's true? And I actually think it is true. There's a lot of people I've talked to that say if Rev left Shanny that they would pay some money. You know what I mean? Are you there? But yeah, I'll play it. But if that would be incredible. I'm just saying.
going to ask you for some prayers. Because Shanny, for the past 4 or 5 days, I think, she's been very bad. Really not even able to sit up now. So
why?
That's pretty bad. So could you pray for her health? I would really appreciate that. There's some stuff in need, so if you would like to help us out at our PayPal, just throw it in line because it's the easiest at this point. It's at RevDo.
Oh, this isn't more give me money again.
So I'm going to do a little Bible study for you. My favorite gospel is the Gospel of John because it's very spiritual.
This is such
the
a
most
grift.
Spiritual of all the gospels.
I hate when he does this. This guy's as he's as religious as me. I mean, yeah, he uses religion. I would never do that. He uses religion to get donations. And Shanny's, she's doing so bad. You know what? I just watched The Whale today with Brendan Fraser. Me and Renee and I watched it. And I always liked Brendan Fraser. I love him. He's a great, great actor. And The Whale kind of brought him back into the limelight. And the girl who plays Max from Stranger Things plays his mom. Alpha, who was in The Walking Dead, plays the mother. And there's really not much going on. Like, they stay in his apartment the whole time, but he was like really fat, and he lost his gay lover. I guess he ended himself in the water, and his caretaker, who that was her brother, takes care of him, and it was really something. But like, he was, he was dying, because you can't live so obese, and you know what I mean, and not think of consequences when you can't get up. You need one of those special pushing things to move you around, or a wheelchair. And if something does happen to you, you're too big to have any surgery. They can't even put you out. You got to be under like 300 pounds, I believe. Otherwise, they want to save, like, heart transplants and stuff for people, for bodies that could actually live longer than maybe like a month or two. You know what I mean?
And specifically, the first chapter in John is very interesting, because the basic point of it is to let you know that Jesus Christ was the creator. Because if you read John 1:1 in parallel with Genesis 1:1, you're going to see that it's sort of similar in
Hey,
the way
Soren,
that, like,
what's
Moses
up?
wrote, like, okay, day one, da 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 da. You kind of get the same vibe from John 1:1, and the basic point of it is to let you know, yeah, Jesus was the creator. So I hope you enjoy this. When I first saw this as a Christian, it was very amazing, because I'm not going to go back and forth between Genesis and John. I did that years ago on my own channel, and it's very interesting when you do it, and it's just a blessing if you're a believer, you know. So, Gospel of John, chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God, whose name was
Man,
John.
come on, Rev.
And now they're talking.
These are boring as hell. I hate when he does these videos.
Not the Apostle John. The same came for witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. See, that one always got me. He's not the light, but he was sent to bear witness of the light. He's talking about John the Baptist here. There's so, God, I wish I could go back into my mind of how it worked with when I used to read Scripture, because I had so much in my mind, esoteric stuff that's really neat. But that's kind of rotted from my brain, I believe. Verse 9, that was the true light, which lighteth to every man that cometh into the world, the Spirit. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. Now, that's Jesus. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them he power. What the flip? I'm sorry, guys.
Rev, this is God. Please get a hobby. This stalking is kind of cringe. Oh, you hear God just telling him off?
But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God.
Oh, same
and the
here.
Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. The word for word is logos, and you do a word study on that word. It's very interesting. And dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bare witness of him, and cried, saying, This is he of whom I spake. He cometh after me,
spake
before me, for he was before me. So John the Baptist is older than Jesus, right?
Yeah.
But he's saying that Jesus was before him. Okay, that's giving you a little bit of an idea of who you're dealing with here. You're dealing with the Creator in flesh. And we should talk about.
I mean, yeah, I wonder how good those cookies were.
Avatars for a second, okay? This is sort of esoteric Christianity stuff, but it makes you understand who Jesus was better, okay? Because when people talk about the Trinity, it can get uncomfortable pretty quick for some people, because they don't. I'm not going to say they don't fully understand it, but I think most Christians have a problem fully understanding the Trinity. Most Christians, esoteric Christians, they get it, but don't be scared by the Trinity, a 3-in-1 thing. It's not. It's multiple manifestations of God but it's one. It's the same entity. Okay, it's like you talking on a phone. It's still you. If you go on the internet and talk, it's still you talking, right? But you're behind an avatar of some kind on the internet. God chose the method of coming in the form of man to tell us what the deal is and how things are going to be. And
all right, you know what?
Sacrifice that had to be made to make redemption for the
forget boring ass Rev
in Genesis 3. So that's really a big verse there. Okay, that he was before
You know, because Rev is the type of person, folks, that tries to pretend like he wants you to forget like how shitty they are. And what do I mean by that? Well,
Here I am, naked and in pain in my bed, and I got
in
some
my
like not
bed.
one, not two, but just a bunch of fucking good news, and seeing just all my enemies go down in the floor. But not anything I do. No, it's God. God is like taking my enemies down and just fucking just. He's just. There is a God.
Shanny, this is God. Chill the fuck out. You're scaring me. Wow.
There is a motherfucking God. There is nothing in my head that says there is not a God. Okay, get this. A man who harassed me for years, I just found out died. I don't have to worry about him harassing me anymore. He's dead. It was like when Mo the Pagan died. It's the same fucking feeling. Like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna have to worry about this woman harassing me ever again. It's the same with the other dude. Okay, so now that he's taken out like two of my main enemies out right now. Okay, now here's another thing. My other enemy, everyone,
Okay,
you know,
what's up,
AKA Charlie
Natasha?
Gold. You cannot say anything about me going to jail ever again, motherfucking free spirits. Never. Charlie Gold went to jail, everyone. Go into my community tab right now and thumbs up it. Charlie Gold went to jail.
Yeah, okay, here. Let me lower, I'll bring her down a little bit. But she used to be so damn hyper. I guess that's when she would do her quote unquote medicine in the morning.
Because she was charged with failure of going to court. She written to go to court and she failed to appear. You can say whatever you say about me, okay? You could say I'm a motherfucker who gets mad one time and popped off her man, okay? You could say that. But I ain't fucking stupid like Charlie Gold and decided, oh, I'm not gonna go to court. I listen to what the court tells me to do, okay? The court tells you to do something, you fucking do it. Don't be fucking stupid and don't do it. Because if you don't, you'll end up like Charlie Gold.
All right, guys. I just want to give you guys a little palate cleanser because I know that was a little much, and I'm sorry that this what you call it's gonna get nuts, but I'm always trying to make you guys feel a little bit better at the end. But yeah, on Fridays this drama case is going to it's gonna go to places, and when I see the trial going live, I'll do my best to snipe it, and then you guys can watch it with me, and because you're watching it anyway. I don't know what happened to Patty, but I'm gonna get going, guys.
Oh,
Thanks
I'm here.
for
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Thank you for hanging out, Patty.
Yeah, no
For coming in.
problem.
But yeah, I just wanted to play a little bit of that, make people crack up. But yeah, I can't deal with this shitty video. I'll probably play more another time. But Rev, he's just too boring when it comes to what you call him, doing the
Bible studies.
yeah, his Bible study, yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good night. I will see you on the Discord.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye. All right, guys. Yes, thanks for hanging out. Like, subscribe, share. That's cool. Become a member. You can, and if you are a member, I have different tiers. I switched that up. So if you want to do that, there you go. And links are in the description. If you ever want to contact me, Dravenscrypt@gmail.com. That's my YouTube Gmail. And that's it. Have a good one, and I will catch you on the next one. And as always, ha 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 ha. All right, good night. Love you guys, and really look out for each other, because we can make it that way, and that's what this channel and the crypt is all about. Just talking, have a good time, good positive vibes, good positive people. I have the best crew in here, and I want to say thank you. And replay crew, if you're still here, thank you so much. I love you guys. You really keep the channel going by watching, so thanks. But yeah, that's it. I'm going. Have a good one.